Hi guys, it's me Ty here, and today I'm going to talk about what to do if you have a Toro 3150 mower that the engine won't crank on it. And these have the three reel blades on them, two up in the front like headers, and then one right behind them in the back underneath the machine. So when I started at my job, they had one that was dead in the water. So that's been about a month ago, and I went out there to go try and start it, and it would click sometimes, and sometimes it wouldn't. So what I did is I went in and I made sure the battery was fully charged, and I cleaned up all the connections on the battery, and then going down to the solenoid, I cleaned up all those with Scotch-Brite and a wire brush, and then from there, where the battery power cable went all the way down to the starter, cleaned up all those connections. I cleaned up all the grounds on it, where the ground cable goes from the battery to the engine block. And then I also went ahead and I didn't trust the grounds between the engine block and the frame, because I've seen that on lawnmowers too, where somebody forgot to hook up a ground between there, and then the starter does absolutely nothing. So I did all that, nothing. So then I went ahead and I ran a really thick pair of booster cables. Ran the red positive just from the battery positive down to the um, where the onto one of the knobs or whatever on the starter there. And when you have the key on that starter, you're bypassing everything, any safety interlocks like the seat safety switch and all that, and that starter should spin over. Well, it didn't, or well, it tried to. So I was like, what the heck could this be or whatever. So the starter could have just been weak. So because I'm sure if I would have pulled it off, that it would have spun over, and I didn't do that test. I just went ahead and I bought the brand new starter off of eBay for whatever, 41 or $45. When that came, I installed it, and it did nothing. It didn't even click. So then I went ahead and I bypassed the solenoid. You got your two big prongs on it where battery power goes to. Just go ahead and you take a pliers between each of them, a metal one, and make sure you have thick gloves on, of course. And sure as heck, the engine's spun. And so then I knew the solenoid was bad. So we ordered in a new solenoid, and I installed that yesterday, and went to go turn the key, nothing. And I was like, oh man. And I was like, well, wait a minute. It's been a month at least since this mower has not been started. So I was like, that battery could be dead. So I hooked up the multimeter, and sure as heck, it was like 8.56 volts. So just stone dead. So I put the booster pack on it and went to go crank over the engine, and it spun over, but it didn't start. So I went ahead and I put the choke on, spun it over, and it popped right off like it was ran yesterday. So I hope this helps you guys if you guys are troubleshooting that, because we have another piece of equipment at work that where we're troubleshooting this issue too. So might end up coming to be a starter, but I guess we'll find out. If you guys like this content, like, share, and subscribe, and I'll just keep kicking out these money saving videos for you guys.